Hey everybody, welcome back to Spectrum Horde. I'm Judson, I'll be your host for today's program. We've got number 154 in the G.I. Joe Classified line, Blowtorch in the house today. Looking pretty sweet in the box, can't wait to get this guy open and see what kind of poses we can get him into. We've got good artwork on the side as usual, and toy photography on the back, and then your typical information QR code there. So, let's go ahead and get him up under the camera and open him up. All right, Blowtorch comes with a good bit of accessories, so let's go ahead and take a look at the figure first. All right, we've got a nice clean-cut guy here. Nice head sculpt, looking pretty good. Very distinguished in a way. Uh, Nice color on the face. That's nice. Uh, Good detail. And we got good range of motion on the figure. Can he look down? A little bit. Can he look up? A little bit. And let's go ahead and take a look at this outfit. That is very, very nice. I never had Blowtorch as a kid, so this is kind of cool to have. Loving the color of the outfit. It looks great. Love all the detail, the accents on this figure. This is really, really nice. Liking that a lot. So let's see. Do we have any torso bend? We can lean him back. And he can go forward, even with this vest. That's nice. Got a little bit, no, not so much waist there. Let's get the arms out. He could certainly do that. And of course, your standard typical, looks like we got butterfly joints there, bicep, double elbow, and a little wrist swivel action going on there. Do we have any thigh? Yes, we do. We got thigh swivel. And let's see, double knee joints as well. We got shin swivel. Do we? No, we don't. No, I don't think we do. We don't have shin swivel with this guy. But we get a little bit of ankle articulation, not much at all because of that outfit. So looks like we got a holster here for a pistol. Nice details on the belt. Very cool. Let's see what he comes with here. Let's see. Well, of course, we got a pistol. Since I got that already in my hand, we'll go ahead and go over that one. It's just very plain green. Not much to write home about, just typical 1911, looks like. We'll go ahead and slide that into the holster. We'll build him as we go here. Now we've got, let's go ahead and talk about this flamethrower here. That is very, very bad indeed. Don't think I want to be standing in front of that when it goes off. That's nice. So we got the effect on here that it basically is like it's lit and ready to go. Not much to write home about. Just a little silver accents there. Everything else is just plain green. Um, Pistol grip there. Nice. Let's see if we can go ahead and just put that in his hand. There we are. That's fairly easy. Where's that staples button? That was easy. And let's see. We get effects to go with this. So we get this one burst of flame here, and this one as well, translucent. These are very nice. They're kind of firm, so that's always a plus. And I would think that this would just pop out. Yep, that just pops out, and then we can just throw one of them on there. Nice, just like that. We'll put this one back in for now. There we go. Now let's see. We've got his propane tank, as I call it. We've got the tanks here. Just very simple, black with the yellow tanks. Uh, Good texture right there. We've got, if you can see that. There we are. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and plug that in on his back. There. Let's go ahead and connect this hose. This hose looks like, I think it's the same one that came with the Techno Viper. This one's just painted all black. I think the Techno Viper may have had a little silver one. Yeah, this was painted silver on the Techno Viper, but it looks like the same thing. So we'll go ahead and plug that in on the back here. And we'll just reach around, plug this onto the, there, on the flamethrower that way. Perfect. So let's take a look at the helmet here. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what these are. I guess it could be lights, so he could turn them on the sea through the dark. And I guess when there's smoke, maybe it helps him get through. I don't know. Looks pretty cool. And I think we'll have to go over this before we can put that on there. But then, of course, we've got his breathing apparatus here with the goggles, clear goggles too. So that's very nice. Let's see if we can just slide this over on him real quick. That's going to be a tight fit, but you definitely want it to be tight if you're going to be battling smoke and flames. There we are. There. Goes on just like that. And this will plug into his, I guess, little apparatus there. There we are. Now, looks a little cattywampus on his head there. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Yeah, that's not too bad. And let's see, for a final touch, we'll go ahead and put the helmet on here. And it just pushed that down, so that's going to be aggravating. That's going to be aggravating. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Not really digging this. May have to pop the head off to, there we go. Let's see. Let's get that out from under there. Here we go. Now let's see if we can, I guess we'll probably need to bend this helmet out a little bit. And then see if we can just slide that on there. There we go. Now I can plug this all back together. All right. There we've got Blowtorch all put together. So let's go ahead and get some close-ups of him.